The Fox and the Turtle. One sunny afternoon, a hungry fox was walking near a quiet river. He hadn't eaten all day, and his stomach growled. Suddenly, he spotted a turtle slowly swimming near the riverbank. With a quick leap, the fox caught the turtle in his paws. "I'm going to eat you," said the fox, licking his lips. The turtle was frightened, but he was also clever. He cried out, "Please don't eat me. If you let me go, I'll give you something even tastier than me." The fox paused. He was smart, but also greedy. He thought, maybe the turtle is hiding something delicious. So he agreed and gently placed the turtle back into the water. The turtle swam a little deeper, then turned around and said, "Thank you for letting me go. Now I'm going to stay here with my family." The fox blinked. "Wait, what about the better food you promised me?" The turtle smiled and replied, "You can go find your own food. I'm not giving you anything. I just wanted to be safe." The fox stood by the river feeling foolish. He had trusted the turtle and now he had nothing to eat. He walked away, angry with himself. Moral: be kind to others. Don't harm anyone. Sometimes cleverness can protect the weak, but kindness is the true treasure. The Grateful Parrot and the Brave Snake. Long ago, on a big green tree in the forest, there lived a pair of parrots. They were cheerful and kind-hearted. In a small hole in the same tree lived an old snake. The snake was very weak and could not go out to search for food. Seeing his condition, the parrots felt sorry for him. Every day they brought some food and left it near the hole so that the snake could eat easily. The snake was very thankful to them for their kindness and started to think of the parrots as his true friends. One bright morning, a hungry vulture began to circle above the tree. He was waiting for a chance to attack the parrots. Just then, a hunter came to that place. He saw the parrots and decided to shoot one of them. The snake saw the hunter taking aim and realized that his friends were in great danger. Though he was old and weak, he didn't hesitate. The brave snake crawled quickly and bit the hunter's foot. The hunter, shouted in pain and missed his aim. The arrow flew off in the wrong direction and hit the vulture instead. The parrots were safe. The parrots thanked the snake for saving their lives. From that day, they shared an even deeper bond of friendship. Moral: a true friend is the most valuable treasure in life. The Ant and the Grasshopper. One warm summer day, an ant was walking through the grass carrying a big piece of cheese. He was taking it to his home to store it for the winter. On his way, he met his friend, a grasshopper. The grasshopper was sitting under a tree, playing his tiny violin and singing happily. When he saw the ant working so hard, he laughed and said, "Hey, ant, why are you working so much on such a lovely day? Come and sing with me instead." The ant smiled and said, "I am collecting food for the winter. You should also start gathering something to eat before the cold weather comes." The grasshopper shook his head and laughed. "Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of time. The sun is shining and the days are long. I'll collect food later." The ant didn't argue. He just went on with his work, carrying food every day to his little home. Months passed, and soon the weather began to change. The wind turned cold and snow started to fall. The green grass disappeared, and there was nothing to eat anywhere. The poor grasshopper was now hungry and freezing. He couldn't find a single crumb of food. Then he remembered the hard-working ant and decided to visit him. He knocked on the ant's door and said softly, "Dear ant, I am so cold and hungry. Could you please give me some food?" The ant felt sorry for him and replied, "I wish I could help my friend, but I have only enough food for my family. I warned you to store food when you had time." The grasshopper lowered his head sadly. He finally understood his mistake. If only he had worked hard during the summer instead of wasting time, he would now be safe and warm. Moral: never be lazy. Work hard and prepare for the future when you have the chance.
The Bug and the Flea. One fine day, a little bug entered the beautifully decorated bedroom of a king. The room was filled with soft cushions, golden curtains, and a large, comfortable bed. Inside the bed lived a flea, who had been secretly drinking the king's blood every night without being noticed. When the flea saw the bug, she became frightened and said, "Oh bug, what are you doing here in the king's bedroom? This is a dangerous place. If someone sees you, you will be caught and killed. Leave at once." The bug smiled and replied politely, "Dear madam, even if I am just a tiny bug, that's not the way to treat a guest. You should welcome a visitor with kind words, good manners, and maybe even offer some food." Then the bug added with curiosity, "I have tasted the blood of many people and animals, but never of a king. The king eats the best food in the land, so his blood must be very sweet. Please let me have just one taste. The flea was shocked. Oh bug, you don't understand. You bite very sharply, like a needle. The king will wake up if you bite him now. I only drink his blood when he is fast asleep. If you must taste it, promise me you will wait until he is sound asleep. Only then can you have your turn. The bug promised. Of course, I will wait until the king is sleeping. You can drink first, and then I'll take a small bite after you. Soon the king entered the room, lay on his bed, and closed his eyes to rest. But the greedy bug couldn't control his excitement. He wanted to taste the king's blood right away. Forgetting his promise, he quickly bit the king before he had fallen asleep. Ouch! Cried the king, sitting up suddenly. Something has bitten me. Search the bed at once. All the servants rushed into the room and started checking every corner of the bed. The clever bug quickly hid himself in a crack near the bedpost. But the poor flea, who had done nothing wrong, was found hiding between the sheets. The servants caught her and crushed her at once. The bug escaped safely, but the innocent flea was dead. Moral. The wise say, never trust the false promises of others. When you trust the wrong person, you may have to suffer for their mistakes.